Hey guys, Lacey and Steve from Duo Reacts. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul.
And that's it, y'all. This
Saul
is
gone.
it. This is it.
Saul gone.
Saul gone. This is the last episode, guys. Can't believe that we're here. Can't believe that this is fine. Like, it feels like it's just starting again because we just are finishing up the last episodes here. And I'm really excited about this. This is an hour and 9 minutes long. I'm going in with zero I have no idea what's going to happen. Or we had a Kim episode, last episode.
Good episode. I really enjoyed Kim's performance with, when she broke down on the train. As she was leaving Albuquerque for the last time,
I found it real amazing, like, how they did we're pulling up to the ticket booth and grabbing the ticket and the little things that maybe I thought was, but now looking back on it, I'm like, it's kind of like in life, when you're driving by something that maybe you and your significant other or a parent that's gone or we went there. You have those moments, we were there, and you take that in. So yeah, I get it. That was a lot about her in her own mind, the side of her that wants to do the right thing, and she always had that lure of the fun of the excitement with Saul, and she's
that Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
That I agree.
Yeah.
And
Saul, I hope I said that right. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Saul brought out the worst. They brought out the worst in each other.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen in the last episode, Jimmy he's broken bad at this point. He's not turning.
He's still.
Yeah, he's still same old Jimmy and getting worse. And his gauge on like who his empathy is starting to wane. And
he's holding on to a sliver of, just like you could see a moment like the aha moment for him for a second when Carol Burnett, can't remember it, was sitting there and she said the magic words. I trusted you.
Yeah.
And
that kind of snapped him back to reality for a moment, but the fact that he just got done robbing somebody that, his whole entire crew was like, listen, this guy has cancer. Like, we probably should pick somebody else. Like, this is kind of messed up. And he went ahead and did it anyway. Like, so it's definitely waning. It's still there, but it's waning. Not getting any better. Kim is moving on, trying to have that typical boring life. Yeah, it may be boring, but guess what? She's not in prison. She's not running for her life.
Every day she's facing, I feel like in that moment, I guess what I was trying to say with her, you could see in her mundane life that she was paying every day for her decisions. And she's realizing that, in her own way, she's being punished for everything.
She's already being punished.
That scene where, oh yeah, or whatever, that was going on in the bedroom. And I'm like,
oh yeah, the weird.
I'm like, oh poor Kim.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
And but no,
so
but even her every day she's paying for just maybe her actions, even with her friends at work, it isn't really, the zest that she wants, nor ever probably wanted, but she realizes this is what happens when you make really bad choices, and she's paying for it.
And she's still living in fear.
Yeah.
When she got the call from Jimmy, you could tell she lives with anxiety probably every day of her life. She probably has not gotten really close to anybody in her life other than her weird husband that even seems like she's not even really close to him either. It's like she's just living a lie I mean, so she is living her own. She's already being punished enough.
And look,
So yeah.
look, when you start questioning Miracle Whip and mayonnaise,
Oh yeah, that you don't do that because like Miracle Whip is disgusting,
wrong.
and mayonnaise is not Miracle Whip, or Miracle Whip is not mayonnaise. It's gross. It's just vegetable oil and grossness. Ew.
I'm not going to get on this with you. We're not going to have this debate.
Okay, all right.
I like Miracle Whip. I like
know,
mayonnaise.
I know you do.
They each have their place in my life.
Okay.
Look. Okay?
Yeah.
Look.
That's the place for the Miracle Whip and the mayonnaise. Okay.
So anyway,
okay.
We're here. We're having fun. I have no idea where this is going. I'm probably going to be happy for the last time
I'm
now.
excited.
But yeah, I say we get this rolling. Hope you enjoy the reaction, and let's get it on. Like Donkey Kong, Steve and Lacey.
Lacey and Steve.
Better call Saul. And let's get it on, y'all.
Let's do it.
These rock formations, though.
I mean, this is New Mexico.
No, they're amazing. So we shot down that thing.
You got money just chilling in the cacti, Okay, I remember this.
Slow down. You're gonna make yourself sick.
Yep. I was just.
Yeah. You gotta drink slow.
Oh, not that.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Please.
Please rinse.
Really
rinse that out, like, a lot, please. It's still not gonna be rinsed out enough.
I say we take it, split it 50-50, take off. It's not ours. Could be.
And run from the cartel for the rest of your
I know
life?
some people who would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Easy for you to say.
You feeling right?
He's a little delulu.
But do you
First
see?
thing we do, take $6 million and build a time machine. Those people that you're worried about will never find us. Where would you go first? Ancient Rome? Oh, Christ.
Probably no time. I'd go to no time.
December 8, 2001. Why?
Son.
His son.
March 17th, 1984. Day I took my first bride.
Ooh, you remembered that date, did you?
And then I go forward. There's some people I'd like to check on in 5 or 10 years. Make sure they're doing okay. May 10, 1965. That's the day Warren Buffett took over at Berkshire Hathaway. Got $1 million left. I'm building the time machine, so I take my half and just stick it into Berkshire. Then I come back here, and I'm a billionaire.
That's where your priorities always lie,
There's such a thing as a
Jimmy.
trillionaire?
In money, money, money.
That's it. Money.
That's not what matters in
else?
life. Man, that would suck. That would literally suck.
The time machine talk.
Yeah. Just shows where Jimmy's priorities really lie.
He's headed south towards Curtis. Oh, please, Kenneth.
She is done with your shit. Uh-oh.
Are they out?
They're outside. And going on foot. Oh shit, they got helicopters. Yeah, you might want to run. Did you really want this life back, Jimmy?
Well, now he's running on adrenaline and
Yeah.
everything he gets away with. It
Gives him more of an adrenaline rush.
How many cops do they have in Albuquerque? They're everywhere.
They are. He's not in
Okay.
Albuquerque, remember? But
Oh, yeah.
he's in Omaha.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You deserve this at this point. You deserve it at this point. Watch like that cop wasn't even there for you at all. Does he even have the money to pay for this Max Hoover Power 60, whatever it is? You are spiraling, Jimmy.
Anybody home? Hands, now!
Oh,
Oh shit.
Yep, they knew you were there that whole time.
Even with all that, he was clinging, huh?
He was still clinging to hope. They're all watching his videos. They're like, we got a big one, boys.
Sorry, I wasn't in this morning.
Oh, yeah,
Did you
the
open up okay?
Cinnabons
I'm
didn't
fine.
get opened this
Could
morning.
you do me a favor?
What will they do?
Just call the main office. The number is on the bulletin board. Let them know
I'm not going to be back.
you're going to need a new manager.
This is how you let them get you, Jimmy. You weren't. And you're still not thinking. Probably just broke your hand, but you know. He's having a Walter White moment. Have your Walter White moment, Jimmy. Oh no. Oh no, Jimmy. Jimmy, no.
William Oakley and Associates. Trust experience. Trust Oakley. Bill Oakley
Oh
speaking.
no.
Trust experience, trust Oakley. I like that. It's catchy. You know who this is, right?
I think he knows.
What are you,
He's like, why are you calling me?
You know I'm going to have to report this call.
Oh, calm down, Junior. The cops know all about the call. I'm standing in the middle of a police station as we speak. Listen, this is your lucky day. I am talking to Saul Goodman's new advisory council.
What?
Keep up, Bill. You hit the jackpot.
Advisory council?
This puts you on the map, amigo.
But who's paying for this?
You are. Listen. hear
You
that?
are.
You're what?
Bang, bang.
The DA has a warehouse of evidence against you. I can't even begin to imagine what the
He's
feds
like,
are
I don't
saying.
want
No
anything
matter
to
who
do
the
with
lawyer
this.
is, you are screwed. So I gotta ask, where do you see this ending?
With me on top, like always.
You're pretty far from the top right now, Jimmy. You're in handcuffs.
What is his?
Oh, Marie.
Rico,
Not
That's
5,
Marie.
not 10. By our count, that's life plus
190.
life plus 190 years. 30 years. Keep your nose clean, stay healthy. You have a shot at seeing daylight in your old age.
Oh, that's quite the offer,
Mr.
actually.
Oakley.
Listen, you've got Agent Schrader's widow back there. Why don't you invite her in?
Well, no, she can be present at a plea negotiation. It's completely inappropriate.
She's already here.
Really? They're gonna bring Marie in? Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh man.
They tell me they found you in a garbage dumpster. Well, that makes sense. My husband was the best man that I have ever known. If somebody was in trouble, no matter the time, no matter the place, Hank Schrader would be there. Hank and Steve, the good guys, they were shot dead and left in a hole in the desert. And you helped the two-faced, poisonous bastard behind it all. You did it all for money.
Yes, he did.
No matter what they do with you now, no matter where they put you or for how long, it will never be enough.
Agreed. Oh boy.
You and he are victims. And so am I.
Oh, no.
2 years ago, a man came into my office. That night, as I was leaving my office, I was attacked. 2 men threw a sack over my head. They hogtied me. That was my introduction to Walter White.
I mean, it's true.
From that moment on, there hasn't been a minute that I wasn't afraid. Yeah, I worked for him. I made a lot of money. I did it because I knew what he would do to me if I refused. Over and over, I thought about going to the police. Walter White might be dead, but Jesse Pinkman and the others, they're still out there, somewhere.
And you
think jurors are gonna buy that? One. All I need is one. Oakley tells me that you've never lost a case. Hell of a record.
He's trying to get in his head.
Still,
It's
juries,
Jimmy being Jimmy.
right? It's a roll of the dice.
Oh man.
He's playing his games.
We're not going to negotiate with this man. You're not.
Not a good place for her to be now. Emotions.
Emotions are high. He's getting in their heads.
7.5 years.
Let's get this thing signed and get the hell out of here.
We're good with that. Term to be served at FCI Butner Low, North Carolina, Wing D.
Oh, okay.
FCI Butner Low. I visited a client once at ADX Montrose. He Alcatraz of the Rockies. No, that's a deal breaker, my friend.
Okay.
During incarceration, defendant Goodman to receive 1 pint Bluebell mint chocolate chip ice cream every
Oh my God.
Friday. He's kidding. Bluebell mint chocolate chip. It's nothing I've talked about. New arena, primo stuff.
He's gonna, what,
Go.
give information?
Inside story.
Howard Hanlon?
You're talking about Howard Hamlin. That's your sweetener. He's trying to sell us the Hamlin thing.
He thought he really had something.
Sounds like you and your ex aren't talking on a regular basis.
Kim Wexler walked
Oh.
into the Albuquerque DA's
Yeah.
office last month.
You got nothing left to sell.
Ooh.
Last chance. Let's get this in writing.
No ice cream for you, Jimmy. Sorry. Oh, Walter. It's very annoying.
Question. What would you do if you had a time machine?
Oh, the time machine question again.
Quantum mechanics? We're discussing that now?
Yeah,
Stay
sure.
in your lane. You are talking about regrets. So if you want to ask about regrets, just ask about regrets.
Okay, regrets.
I mean, it doesn't have to be that big of a deal, Walter. Just answer the damn question.
You know Walter.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm interested in hearing this.
when I was a graduate.
Pause for 1 minute. I just have a question. We can keep it rolling here. Where in the fuck are they at?
Assuming this is a scene I'm probably supposed to remember out of Breaking Bad that I'm not remembering at the moment. So yeah,
feel like-
it's a moment out of Breaking Bad when they were hiding out together. I vaguely remember, but it's been a long time since I've seen Breaking Bad. So
But
forgive me, I forget.
Okay.
But yeah, it is a scene of relevance from Breaking Bad.
Obviously, and
where they're hiding out together.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it seems like probably at a similar time when he had that conversation with Mike, I would imagine, just because he's kind of soul searching in this moment, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I stepped away. I thought I was doing the gentlemanly thing, but little did I understand that they were artfully maneuvering me into leaving my own creation.
Which I don't think that's what they were ever doing.
And had
He's
I
talking
stayed,
about Elliot and I can't remember her name. Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't be down here with you.
So you started a company. Is it still around?
Yes.
Is it successful?
Very.
Intellectual property theft. Patent fraud.
Got
I
his
mean,
brain
I could've sunk
working.
my teeth into this. Trying to show off, so I hit the ice as fast as I could. I biffed it so hard I heard it crack. I actually hurt myself. My knee's never been the same.
A slip and fall.
Yeah, that's how I put myself through bartending school.
So you were always like this.
It's just in your blood, Jimmy, apparently. Even thinking up regrets, it's all just bullshit regrets. It's like, and Walter's regret leads back to, again, him having that compulsory need for recognition, that people know him and, having that name.
You're fast.
He always gets his way.
He always
What's the
gets
DA
his...
gonna do with it?
The widow can take her for everything she has and everything she's gonna have in perpetuity.
Was she? So?
But all I can tell you for sure is that Mrs. Hamlin's out lawyer shopping as we speak.
I thought he was going to be like, stop the plane.
If it involves her, it involves her. Kim's already got a civil suit hanging over her head. You give the government more, maybe they bring the hammer down.
What more are you gonna get? What's left?
He just always has to get his way. Like, that's just who he is. So I don't know what his plan is, but I hope it's not gonna mess him up even more. I hope he wouldn't do that.
Josh like it? He might.
She has no opinion about anything. She's just too afraid to ruffle a single feather. Wow.
By the way, I did not expect to see Walter White in this.
No. Yeah, no. Oh, she's going to see a lawyer? This is probably hard for her.
Actually, I'm here to see if I can volunteer.
I knew it.
You want to volunteer?
Oh.
Yes? Can you answer a phone? Sure. There you go.
Start answering. I mean, that's what she's passionate about, is law.
It's almost like she's been here before.
Something that she knows.
I want to make it clear this call is completely unofficial.
All right. Your ex, Saul Goodman, he was arrested in Nebraska. He's been extradited to New Mexico.
When was this?
2 days ago. But that's not why I'm calling. He's giving testimony that affects you personally.
What kind of testimony?
Ooh, the music.
What she got? What is the testimony? Am I forgetting something that she did? Oh my God. Always gotta be Saul Goodman. Did he, whatever he's doing, was it just to get her there?
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Showtime.
All rise. Court's now in session.
Let's do this shit.
Please take a seat. Defendant has requested to use the name Saul Goodman. So, it's United States versus Saul Goodman. The parties have reached a plea agreement, satisfactory to both sides. However, I have reviewed the government's sentencing recommendations and, I have questions. Mr. Castellano.
Why have you agreed to such a shitty sentence?
If I may say something that I think will help the court fully understand the situation.
You are the beneficiary of the most generous sentencing recommendation I've seen in 22 years on the bench. Any statement you make imperils that recommendation.
I'm very aware of that, Your Honor. I think I can save the court's valuable time.
He always gets his
He
way.
always gets his way.
Briefly.
That night, as I was leaving my office, I was attacked. The bag was shoved over my head. I was hogtied. I was driven out into the desert. That was my introduction to Walter White. I was terrified, but not for long. That night, I saw opportunity. I shot it. Big money. And I grabbed it, and I held it tight. And for the next 16 months, no offense, Your Honor, but I think I know the law here better than you do.
Your Honor, we'd like to request a recess.
We do not need a recess.
Your Honor, we are satisfied for Mr. Goodman to continue. Your Honor, I'd like to petition to withdraw from this case.
Denied.
Respectfully.
Sit down.
I want out.
I lied to the government about Kim Wexler. I fed him a load of BS about her involvement in Howard Hamlin's murder. I just wanted her to come here today. I wanted her to hear this.
And you knew it'd work.
Mm-hmm.
So
you
yeah, I
always
wasn't
get your
there when
way.
the meth was cooked. If he hadn't walked into my office that day, Walter White would have been dead or behind bars within a month. Fact is, Walter White couldn't have done it without me. You got that? I'm the one who ran away. And my brother Chuck, I tried. I could have tried harder. I should have. Instead, when I saw a chance to hurt him, I took it. I took away the one thing he lived for, the law. After that, he killed himself. I'm not loved with that. It was all bad.
He just had to.
Mr. Goodman, sit down.
The name's McGill. I'm James McGill.
Your Honor, in view of the defendant's
we'd like to request a
confession,
recess.
there
No,
was
Just do the right thing.
I was starting to worry.
My car conked out on me 40.
Time machine.
I remember these days.
Yep.
You know, I could hire someone to do this. I could get someone from the office.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, every day? Why?
Why? Because you're my brother. Duh. You do the same for me.
Because he's always trying to prove himself to you.
I'm going to take a pass on a heart-to-heart, Chuck. One of my deserving clients, he got caught waving the weenie outside the Hobby Lobby.
Waving the
Well, hold
weenie.
on. If you don't like where you're heading, there's no shame in going back and changing your path.
Oh, when have you ever changed your path?
We always end up having the same conversation, don't we?
I'll see you tomorrow, Chuck.
The time.
H.G.
What?
Wells, the time machine.
It's all coming together.
It's all converging.
It is. And I always ask why. Why are they talking about this? Whoa. What are we doing? Be patient, Steve.
Jimmy's a complex dude, man. Montrose. Oh no.
Is that the bad one?
That's the bad one.
Oh no.
He's being sent to the bad prison.
He just doesn't fit.
He doesn't look like. I mean, he's just. I mean, I guess he could.
I want to watch Better Call Saul in prison and how he works that.
Yeah, Better Call Saul in prison.
Good idea. We ought to make it.
Jimmy goes to prison. Oh. Sweat dripping down the neck. Okay.
You can feel him staring at him.
I know you. Better call Saul, right? Miguel, give me that. You're Saul.
I can't tell if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing for Jimmy.
No, it
With that,
seems
with,
like...
Back here. See? Told you. It's better call Saul. You're right. You call Saul? Better. Call. Saul. Better. Call. Saul. Better. Call. Saul.
What is going on?
I don't know what's happening. Well, alright.
That looks really good, by the way.
It doesn't look like bad. Yeah.
I like fresh bread out of the oven.
Even though it's prison bread.
I got your song.
I mean, I would imagine Saul has...
Can I be honest with you? I did not see this show showing me this.
Like him in prison?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll show up. Maybe we'll get Better Call Saul 2.0 right now.
No consequence.
Well, Kim.
Hi, Jimmy. Hi.
How far do we have to go? I'm just curious.
5 minutes. This is what they do.
You gotta be shitting me.
You had him down to 7 years. You did. 86 years.
It's a long time.
86 years. But with good behavior, who knows?
Wait, it's all good now? Kim just needed to know that he would do the right thing
That's
in
so,
the end.
so like, awesome, but weird. Like, it takes me back to right outside the office with the trash can. And
That's because that's where they would, like, kind of de-stress together, you know, and then smoke their cigarette. I just wish I knew what was going on inside Kim's head.
maybe that's left to the imagination.
Maybe. Or she's leaving and he's already outside. I mean, we know Kim, right? She doesn't let go of people easily, right?
Right.
She has abandonment issues.
Yes.
So her showing up there,
I knew it.
literally just seconds before, her showing up there
In
was,
most cases.
yeah, like she was impressed. Like she was impressed that he got him down to 7 years, and that reminded her of the old days, I think. And that was definitely her extending that olive branch, saying, I'm here, you know, I'm still here. But then when she was walking away, it did definitely feel like, I don't know if she'll be back very much. I don't know. Like,
It's left to your
it's kind of left up.
imagination.
Yeah, they kind of left it up to the imagination there at the end, unless I missed something, because
No, you didn't miss anything.
yeah, it's like she wanted for him to know that she was leaving. Like, she wanted him to know how impressed she was with everything. But then, like when she was leaving, it did feel like a goodbye.
Do you feel like that's a door she needed to close because
Yeah.
of the
Yeah,
And even in the scene, like, remember in the previous scene with, visiting looking at the lawyer handling a client. And,
maybe she just needed that final goodbye, that final cigarette, that final smoke with him, that final memory to finally move on. Because obviously she's moving on. She's getting back into law in any way she can.
Getting her feet back.
Getting some of that passion back that she lost. And now that Jimmy is, this situation is closed. It's done now. Like, Jimmy's in prison.
He's where he needs to be.
He's taking the fall for everything. She's out and she's doing her thing. So it's time for her to move on. Yeah.
I don't want to move on.
I don't want to move on.
My prediction, honestly, for a little while has been something's going to happen to Kim. I've been saying that. I'm so happy I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Good job on this entire series.
I'm glad that they didn't kill Kim off just for the sake of, because she's not around, because she's not around in Breaking Bad. We need to figure out what to do with her character. And I'm glad it wasn't, we're just going to kill her off. No, it's more important, it's deeper than that. And I think Kim will always struggle with this whole situation with Jimmy and, wondering about him. And I feel like, yeah, this is a goodbye for her, but knowing her, this will live in her head rent-free for a very long time.
And I'm going to say this, did they close the whole story of Saul? On this chapter, yeah, it does leave a lot to the imagination of prison life for Jimmy and how he's going to move forward there. In my own mind, I feel like there's still a door that they could use, even if they say that was it, we're done. I think it leaves a door, guys. I really do.
Well, with Jimmy, there's always that door because, number one, he is so versatile. He can survive in any situation, especially a prison where most of the people in prison, he was the one keeping them out of prison. Yeah. Like, he was the one helping them. So he is kind of like the rock star in prison.
And let's be honest, guys, his comfort zone is handling
situations like criminal situations.
The people that surround him.
Kind of like his vibe. This is his environment. So I feel like he would probably succeed and be top, maybe not top dog maybe, but just know how to handle himself and know how to survive well in prison. That would be an interesting show though, Jimmy in prison. But it's
interesting to think about.
It's interesting to think about, but in reality, I think they ended the series and.
But think about this. In this episode, he's in the dumpster. Yeah. It's very telling. His survival mode and his willingness to think that it ain't over till it's over.
It's literally not over till. Yeah.
Yeah, and this whole episode, I watched him manipulate person by person to build to his.
Very good at manipulating.
He got to write his own story in the end
and that's
at
all
everyone's expense.
That's all he's ever wanted to do. Is number one, he's always wanted to impress his brother. When he lost his brother, he lost that. Oh, I don't have to impress him anymore. So that just went straight off the rails after that. Yeah.
This is very common sense, that this show end this way, kinda. But you never know with Saul. You never know if he's gonna.
I half expected him to somehow get out of prison.
Yeah.
To get out of this whole thing.
Somehow,
some way, because he literally does pull that shit out of his back pocket all the time. Like, he can use his brain in crazy ways that. Yeah, it's dangerous to be a lawyer using your brain like that in such,
I'm going to answer a question before anyone ever answers it, in the comments. How did I compare this to Breaking Bad and where does this rank in our, repertoire, of shows that we finished and watched, Mm-hmm. Breaking Bad was amazing. I loved it. Saul was its own beast and a fun ride. Everything that happened in that is just a fun series. Like
It's
for
hard
me.
it's hard for me to compare the two because you can't have one without the other, right? You can't have Better Call Saul without Breaking Bad. So there's a lot of little things about Better Call Saul that I probably like even more than Breaking Bad. I like the character arcs for, a lot of the characters. I love that I got to learn more about Mike's character because he wasn't all that big of a character in Breaking Bad. So there's certain things about this show that I kind of like more than Breaking Bad, but
they're intertwined.
they're intertwined so much that
yeah.
the Breaking Bad is the goat. It's the goat. Yeah, you can't ever compare. They feed off of each other so well.
And
yeah.
and people often say, they just start Breaking Bad, and I've noticed, and a lot of them are like, it's kind of wait, give it the time, give it the respect, that I think it deserves, and watch it through, because every season becomes more deep and more seated and more, these little things that you're seeing in the beginning and stuff just get beat. All I'm going to say is have patience. It's worth the payoff watching. It was incredible. It was an incredible journey that we started with, so many people.
It took us a while to finish it, but we are here. We are finishing, and it's not going to be something that I'm going to be able to forget anytime soon. I've really enjoyed this experience, this Better Call Saul experience with all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And going forward and, watching other shows and new shows, I'm really looking forward to that.
I am too.
Yeah.
I am too. We're back. We feel great. Just we need time to readjust our lives too, kind of like Saul's readjusting his right now. So
yeah.
it's anyway, excellent show. I don't know where it ranks yet, guys.
I've still got to think about that a little bit.
Sure at some point we're going to rearrange our list again and go back to the shows like the game, and kind of rank them at some point. Not saying now. I want to give it some time to stew.
Yeah.
And I want to look back on it. I want to talk. I want to see the comments, and then I want to click back into it and answer that question. Then I don't think it's fair right after you see something to rank it right then and there, because
you got to process
but
everything.
It's definitely up there.
And to be fair, probably have to watch the episode again. To be fair,
my biggest thing is the afterwards. I have so many things going through my head right now from a little bit of every scene.
Yeah.
In this, and putting it together, and seeing the turns and the unexpectedness of the show at times, it really does pan out. They do a good job of bringing it back. The time machine.
Yeah.
Why was that? Why are we talking?
And the fact that we got to see Marie in this episode.
Yes.
We got to see Walter in this episode, and
previous episode
and
we
Chuck.
got to see Jesse Pinkman.
Jesse Pink, we're getting to see all these characters come back and make these little moments. The time machine moments. Yeah.
There you go, Lacey.
Yeah.
And that is hence why, when you get out of a show or an episode and you're like, what? Here's your answers.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I really loved it. I hope you enjoyed it.
Put your put your comments down below. I want to know what you guys thought of this Better Call Saul as a whole, this season, this episode, just your thoughts in general. I want to know what you guys think. I want to read all of them down below. So leave them down below.
We find a lot of interest in your comments down below. We really do. We learn so much from other perspectives, and that's what I like about doing all this.
Yeah. Is
I may see something one way, and then you see another way, and then I can get on board sometimes.
Yeah.
And please put them down below. We'll put our comments in your on your comments, and we can talk
it out.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. Thank you guys so much for watching Better Call Saul with us. We love each and every one of you, and we hope you all have an amazing and awesome day.
Hope amazing happens to you. Turn the light back on. Peace out.